Hey guys, it's Sunny. I'm back. Welcome to Sunny Healing Intuitions. This is the Journey to Sacred Expansion. It's been a minute since I've said that. I took some time to go within and do some serious inner work. I saw some patterns coming up as we're all experiencing right now with a lot of the cosmos shifting. The North Node shifted. Pluto shifted, Uranus and Jupiter. I mean, it's all happening right now for the greatest good, and there's just a lot going on, and we're having to really peel those layers. And that's the purpose of this journey, is to help facilitate and offer this guidance to help get through some of the healings that we're not aware of. And I'm hoping, sometimes when us spiritual people think about how much is out there and how much people are already doing this work, we can always bring it in a different way that somebody might grasp onto because of our experience or the way that we share it. Or I like to make it a little bit more clear and precise for those that aren't necessarily savvy with the language. I try to really bring things down to a very simple way of understanding how all of this works, how we can help ourselves through the process. It doesn't mean that everything I offer and you follow is going to work for you. Sometimes we have to play around with it. And I've been doing that with my healing modalities and readings. So now I'm really excited because next week I'll be launching a 3-part series of readings that people can dive into and get some healing as well, and it's all integrated into each other. So I'm really excited to announce that next week. So stay tuned. If you like my content, like this video, leave a comment if anything resonates, or if you want to share your experience and show others that they're not alone. And it always helps with the algorithm and just to help me to feel like I'm connecting with you as well. Today we're going into the throat chakra. That's why I'm wearing my blue. I've got some blue crystals on, my blue tiger's eye. I forget what this one is. Oh, I forgot to grab my soda light. Let me see if it's here. I might have, because I had it, hold on one second. Okay, so I don't know editing yet. I am waiting to get a new computer, so if you want to donate to the cause of this series, feel free. I always include my Venmo, but anyways, I've forgotten I have some crystals to show for when we hit that portion of the video, plus I wanted to have my soda light because it does help. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and dive into this now that I've gone 3.5 minutes in, but I hope you're all doing well through this shift. I know there's a lot going on, so if you need any help with guidance, with your guides, diving into some spiritual guidance, or just going into your soul's blueprint, maybe looking into other lifetimes, let me know. My email is always in the description box below, and I'm always happy to help. I do offer private sessions, so I'll have more of that info posted up next week on the community section, so check that out. And you can always hit notification bell on there if you want to get notified by any of the content that I post. Anyway, this week I'm diving into the throat chakra, which is located at the front base of the neck. So it's right here in this hollow collarbone area, okay? The throat chakra is associated with the color light blue, and the mantra is Ham. Ham comes right from here. It is related to the sound element, so not air, water, earth, or fire, it's sound. And that's the vibration that goes within our bodies, right? We are an instrument, basically. And affirmations to use for this chakra start with I speak, because we're speaking, right? This isn't just about speaking, though. This is the bridge between the physical chakras and the spiritual chakras. It's the first of the spiritual chakras. I had gotten ahead of myself there, but that's okay. This chakra affects the throat, trachea, neck vertebrae, mouth, teeth and gums, esophagus, hypothalamus, hopefully I said that right, shoulders, arms, and hands. The life lesson around the throat chakra is to speak and receive the truth. Okay, so that's how we get our truth. That's the bridge to the spiritual realms above the chakras, right? That links us to source, to higher self, to higher power, whatever it is, God, universe, energy, whatever you want to call it. And then it links us down into our physical chakras. It's like the mind-body energy that gets connected, right? So the crystals that you can use for healing or for any healing work that you want to do, celestite. This is one of my favorites. It is beautiful. It's a huge, pretty big stone, actually. It fits almost in the palm of my hand. We have the sodalite that I went to go grab. I love the sodalite. I have one that's has a lot more blue, but this is just what it looks like. We have the lapis lazuli. I hope I said that right. I sometimes botch the names. And then this is blue kyanite. And then we also have iolite, turquoise, and aquamarine. This is amazonite, but I had a turquoise that was closer looking to that color. But those are some that you can use. Now, again, I always have to do the disclaimer that before I get into this episode, I just want to state a disclaimer that this information that I provide is relative to ourselves and our healing for ourselves, like our emotional, physical healing that we want to provide outside of the medical professionals, okay? So if you have a concern with a medical condition, please consult your doctor or a professional medical consultant for medical advice. In no way can I offer medical advice, as I am not a professional medical consultant. This is a focus on the healing, holistic arts of healing, and should be done with caution and discernment. The throat chakra has much to do with our true, authentic voice, where faith and understanding combine. Again, it is the first of the spiritual chakras that act as a bridge to the physical chakras. When the throat chakra is out of harmony and balance, we have difficulty speaking our truth or expressing ourselves. We have felt silenced and judged for what we say. So I know as a kid, I was always like, if I wanted to say something, I was too scared. And if I did say it, I was almost worried about what was going to happen. Was that the wrong thing to say? Because I had parents that, I would say one parent specifically that got mad at me continuously all the time. So I always felt like I was pissing people off, to be honest. I was always afraid that when I was speaking to friends that I was annoying them, and just subtle little things that I would pick up on just kind of got me in my head about it all the time. So that's an example. We feel out of alignment with who we are, and we feel out of touch with our will to live. So if you're experiencing any of these feelings, I would reach out to a certified healer or therapist for clarity and healing of these wounds. Okay. So possible causes of these blocks in the throat chakra can be difficulty in expressing oneself, withholding or swallowing words that you're afraid to speak, and suppressing creative talents. For some reason, my throat chakra, I used to have a stutter when I was younger, and I feel like it keeps wanting to come out. So that's why my speech is a little weird. So some physical dysfunctions that can manifest from a blocked throat chakra is raspy or sore throat, mouth mouth ulcers, gum difficulties, TMJ, stiff neck, scoliosis, swollen glands, and thyroid issues. Mental and emotional dysfunctions that can manifest from the blocked throat chakra is strength of will, so our free will, or even just the willpower that we have, the drive that we have within us. Personal expression, following one's dream, using personal power to create, choice and capacity to make decisions, addictions, judgment, criticism, and faith. So these are things that can be affected within us when we have a blocked throat chakra, when we don't feel empowered to say the things that we need to say, to express how we feel when someone does something to us. You know, a lot of times we're silenced when we're younger because parents have the right to do what they're doing. Sometimes they take accountability for what they've done wrong, but not always. Okay, a lot of them have pride and ego that they don't want to get in the way of, you know, that will make them feel embarrassed or disempowered in their eyes. This is how they would feel, not how we would make them feel, because we can't make somebody feel something. We can do something, but then that person chooses to react. They choose how they want to feel, right? Everything's a choice. Everything's a choice. Now, the whole purpose of this series is to get us aligned with ourselves, with our truth, with our empowerment, with our creativity and expression. And honestly, I'm in this journey with you. I can provide this all day long, but all of us are all in a work in progress. I may make things look easy because I have mastered most of it. We will never master everything, okay? But that's what we're here for, is to learn and to grow and experience all of this together as one, because we are one, okay? Now, I noticed, and I'm going to share this towards the end, but I noticed that I really got a lot from doing this, and I'm seeing now, like in this moment, why I had to take that week off and skip that week. You know, I didn't even realize I had done it until I think it was Friday or Saturday. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't do the throat chakra video, and it was just like everything hit me. I was exhausted. I wasn't sleeping well last week. Work has been completely slammed, and that's another reason why I just completely got lost and forgot. But I realized that this weekend I needed to take time and just rest and go within, and I did. And I was last week, you know, just kind of subconsciously. A lot of the work has been done in my dreams, and I don't tend to remember that because karma's playing out, and my guides kind of protect me in that way because there's things that they don't want me to remember. So as this clearing's happening, there's a lot of tears. There's a lot of fears that are coming up that are testing us and making sure that we're ready to move forward and take the steps that we need to take in order to move and to progress through it, to release those emotions and not to run away from them or suppress them, to release and let them go. There is a new way of being, and we have to be in touch with ourselves to trust the guidance and the intuition, because it's really going to help us in this future. Just these next couple of years is going to help us to make the right decisions, to go on the right path in our lives. And no path is wrong. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is the direction you want to take, that you are destined to take, but you may not believe. And I can tell you, I've done this work so extensively for the past few years, and really now I can notice when fear's coming up where I know my mind's about to spiral. And I've already kind of started to do it a little bit, but not the way I used to. And that's progress. It's a beautiful fucking thing to experience yourself, to catch yourself before you go down that spiral. And man, I used to fucking live in it. Excuse my French. I don't wear these sailor tattoos for nothing, like, but I mean, this is how passionate I am about this. I mean, I believe in myself so much more, although I'm still working on it, but I just realized like how much I needed to do this week, right now, in this moment. Venus is moving into Taurus. This is about being soft, sovereign, and speaking our truth, being who we truly are on a soul level, allowing ourselves to live in our true, authentic ways of being, and speaking up when people hurt our feelings, when people make us feel small. I lived that my entire life, and I do not want to live that way anymore. But we can do that from the heart, not from here and getting angry and all the suppressed feelings. You are right to feel them, but it is not okay to react with them. Take the time to walk away and think and get calm and present, because I will tell you, when we are angry and heightened with those emotions and we're feeling that low vibration happening and diving down to where these people are, we are lowering our vibration and giving away our power. Yes, we are. We're giving away our power. So we can feel it, but we are not going to give away our power. We are going to stand strong and steady in who we are, rooted in ourselves. Okay? Now, I'm going to get off my high horse here for a minute, and we'll go back to the information, okay? So ways to unblock the heart chakra are, of course, yoga poses, which I would recommend looking these up on YouTube, because some of these can be very challenging. There's some that I wouldn't even do. But these are aimed towards neck flexibility. This will help you to loosen up that area and to, just feel that good vibrational sense of source coming down and the earth coming up and meeting here. Warrior 2 is a great pose. That's one of my favorite poses. Camel pose, bridge pose, triangle pose, extended side angle, shoulder stand, plow pose, and also any twisting postures. Some oils that are good to use are lavender, rosemary, frankincense, which is also really good for channeling in with spirit, those higher chakras. German chamomile and hyssop. You can also wear light blue. You can do that with crystals. You could do that with jewelry, hair stuff, clothes, shoes, socks, whatever you want. Saying what you mean and mean what you say, but not say it mean. We used to say that in Alateen. I loved it. Practice chanting, singing, reading aloud, and humming. Humming is is super fantastic for working the vagus nerve. And then chant the mantra sound of hum, hum, hum. Feels good, actually. You can also drink teas that soothe the throat, which are some examples are peppermint, slippery elm, and spearmint. Now, when our heart chakra, I forgot to change that one. When our throat chakra is in harmony, balanced, and activated, I may have done that up there. No, okay. So when our throat chakra is in harmony, balanced, and activated, our will to live is strong, and we follow through on our dreams. We speak our truth, where we say what we mean what we say, and don't say it mean. We express ourselves more easily, creatively, and authentically. We listen to our inner voice, our intuition, and we have a balance between silence and speech. So that is really good to come to at this time, because when we are in that heightened emotion, we tend to not have the intelligence part of the brain working. So we say dumb things we can't take back, because once we say something, it's out there. You cannot take something back that hurts someone. And when we say things out of anger, we're more apt to say that. So I would just remember to practice. Should I say it? Is it going to be helpful for me to say this? Is this energy that I'm feeling my own, or is it something they're feeling and projecting onto me? Or is this a mirror of something that's happening or I need to face in my life, and I need to dive into this and this is not personal? Because those can definitely be ways of thinking that may be happening in real time, but we may not realize it because we're in the shit, right? So just remember, like, when to know what you need to speak and what not to speak, okay? Also, like, when you're talking about how you feel, really get clear on what you want to convey to that person of how you feel, rather than showing the emotion that you felt in that moment, because they may not want to hear it and it may heighten their emotion again, right? So I hope that this information was helpful and gave you a better understanding of what the throat chakra represents within our bodies. I can share that when I was a child, I had strep throat all the time, several times a year, for several years actually. I grinded my teeth at night. I still do. I've had to wear a mouth guard for years now, although I have TMJ because I did technically break my jaw as a kid. I fell forward on my jaw, like full body forward on roller skates at the skating rink. I almost said skating and roller at the same time. I also had mouth ulcers a lot. And I was silenced a lot as a kid into my early adult years. It's probably been the past few years I've really practiced my, speaking my voice and knowing when to speak. There could have been times I could have done it a lot sooner, but everything happens in divine timing when it's supposed to happen, and we have to trust and believe that. But now I have a strengthened throat chakra that I'm looking forward to working on more after doing this video. And I hope that you all enjoyed this. Please like this video and share or subscribe for more content, and share this with anyone that you feel this could be helpful for, okay? I love you guys. Next week we're going to hit the third eye chakra. I'm super excited to go into this one. Love you guys. Take care.